think as soon as you get the smallest idea of who Jesus is, a transformation does take place. Even if it starts small, I think it grows to something really big, and you do end up desiring your whole life just to be transformed. And I know I'm not perfect. I don't think I ever will be. My life is still very messy, but I do think that Jesus is transforming me. I think that he's transforming my heart to desire him more. I think that when we meet Jesus, the gospel totally transforms us, and it transforms our lives, because as soon as we find out a little bit of who God is, I think that our whole lives desire to be changed, and we desire for everything about us to be changed, and our hearts start to change, and we just want to become more like God, and we have this desire in us to make him everything, and make everything that we are about Jesus. I think the first thing is that you start to just desire Jesus more. I think when you encounter the gospel, you start to realise that you need Jesus. That's the first thing you start to realise you need for him, and you start to want him. And I think from that, God sees your heart, and he sees that you want him, and he honours that. And I think he starts to do stuff that makes you want him more. So he starts to help you to desire him more, and he starts to put you through stuff that makes you cry out to God. When we encounter the gospel, everything has to change, and you have to desire everything to change. You have to be willing for everything to change. The gospel for our lives means to lose your life, and I think as soon as you start to realise the true gospel, I think you start to want to surrender parts of your life and swap your life for Jesus, and make your life about Jesus and not about you. And before I encountered the gospel, I think I knew Jesus for about a year before I really encountered the gospel, but still my life was a mess. I think all my life, and then the first year of being a Christian, I think my life was still quite messy. I think I was still living for myself quite a lot. I still didn't fully understand what it meant to give your life to Jesus. I didn't know what that looked like. I think I was quite selfish. I was quite wrapped up in my own problems. I think when you meet Jesus, there's no possibility of you staying the same. I think if you've truly met Jesus, I think you have to change. You are amazed by who he is, and you're so convicted of who you are when you meet Jesus. And I think right now Jesus is making me want him for his sake, and not for my own good or my selfishness. I think my life is slowly becoming about him, and about me wanting him because of who he is, and not because of what I want. I don't want to be new Kaya sometimes but old Kaya at other times. I want to be totally transformed all the time in everything that I do. I don't want to slip back to old ways and sinful ways. I want Jesus to become everything that I am all the time.